3, 2, 1. Starting transmission.
Oh, dude, I don't look at my shower with my glasses on very often, and so I was just gonna wash my hair because I don't have work till late tomorrow, and I was like, I'll take a shower before I go to work tomorrow. I opened up the shower with like my glasses on, I'm just like, ooh, that's got gunk growing on the walls. I think I better give that the old scrub.
Ew.
It's been about a month since I cleaned my shower.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
It's just like that brown mildew or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you're getting a scrub with bleach.
Get yourself a little bit of soap scum. Mildew. Washing your shower like once a month isn't that terrible.
It might have been a little longer, but you know what I'm saying? I've done it since like the new year kind of thing. Like, it's just something that like I'm usually so busy I don't think about it. Like, it's like, I'll clean it later, and then it's like, later I fall asleep. So on the off chance, like the off time when I'm just like, I'm gonna go wash my hair, I'm like, ooh, you need a scrub. So bleach spray, scrub, wash down, spray with scrubbing bubbles, scrub.
Should probably wash my bathroom.
My toilet and stuff gets a regular scrub like at least once every couple weeks. I mean, like it's total scrub. Like I scrub the inside of the bowl once a week, but like the actual like giving it the whole once over, like all the porcelain, I do that every couple of weeks. And I'm just way too lazy. I'm the only one using the toilet, so I'm pretty sure I know pretty much where I need to clean.
Well, there's 4 of us and 1 bathroom.
Yow. I mean, there's four times the chance it'll get clean, though.
No, there's not.
Oh, okay.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the super happy fun Jabbertron tea party with Kiki and Cupcake. Light some tires on fire and grab yourself a weapon, cause it appears the end times are coming.
You domestic goddess.
I would move the camera to show my bed and whatnot, but yeah. Domestic goddess I am not.
Well, I mean, you can see the pile of
Clean
shit
house
behind
I
me.
keep, but I prefer a lived-in home.
To put this in perspective, I will show Kiki what's going on to my side.
Well, I see a Hawaiian shirt behind you.
Can you see the pile of shit?
Well, that's just stuff. Jeez, that basement's big.
I know, right? Well, I mean, it's the back half of our house.
It's only half?
Yeah, this is just half.
Oh, big house.
No, that's only 2,000 square feet.
Okay, I know you're not from California, but that's big.
I mean, this is literally like the back half of the rectangle that makes up my house.
Let's see, is there...
And then Kiki reminds me that like my office is like basically the same size as her apartment. I don't think that's actually true, but that would make me feel really weird.
I don't remember how big this is square footage wise. But I wouldn't say that wasn't inaccurate. It might be a little bit bigger than the basement, but probably pretty close.
So my office is roughly 1,000 square feet. Not quite, because the bathroom, the light you can see in the door is the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if one of the apartments is... Damn, there's none listed at this time, so I can't look at the footage, or square footage. Because I don't remember how big this place actually is.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Maybe.
It's probably pretty average apartment size, though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, things in California tend to run on the smaller side.
Well, because it's so expensive to live there. Jesus.
Yeah, unless you live out in, the farm greenlands. Although still sometimes, depending on, if rich hippy dippies live out there or not. Like, if you live in the boonies of San Fran, you're paying a good few million.
Yes. Oh my God, one of my buddies got a job up there, and he's like, I'm technically right above the poverty line. I'm like, you're making $150,000 a year. What?
Mm-hmm. That's why San Fran has such a homelessness problem. You lose your job there, you probably won't last a month. Which makes it impossible to look for another job. Oh, look, you're homeless. Homeless. America got a lot of it currently. Sugar cookie.
Sugar cookies.
My God, Cardcaptor Sakura oven mitts.
Oh,
These are adorable.
Only you would be that excited about Cardcaptor Sakura oven mitts.
Lies.
Okay, I'm pretty excited about those too. I like the apron too. Looks like the kind of apron she would actually wear in the show too.
Probably.
Like the bright pink and red.
Mm-hmm.
I just think about how old her voice actress has got to be at this point. That show was dubbed in like the early 90s.
Oh, you mean her dubbed actress?
Yeah. No, I mean the Japanese dub, not the English dub. There really is no English dub. I mean, there is, but it's like
it doesn't count.
Yeah, it's like the original Sailor Moon dub is real. I'm like, let's just not think about that. It was good for what it was at the time. We have much better now. Although I will admit that the uncut dub from Animax or whatever is pretty serviceable, honestly, in my opinion. People are like, it's so bad. I'm like, I don't know. I actually kind of like this one. And she just nods her head yes as she scrubs down another cookie.
Cookie.
Cookie. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back. It's like suddenly realized, like, this bottle of water's been here for days, so I'm not really keen on drinking it.
I'll just enjoy my cup of tea.
Also, I need a snack, you son of a bitch.
As I'm staring at my last piece of birthday cake, that will is in fact my third piece of cake today. I'm having a real sugar problem. Depression sucks. Sakura Tangy? I'm not 100% sure how to say her last name. The original voice actress of Cardcaptor Sakura is 44. If anybody was wondering. What? You poor baby. Get out of my purse. Hey, stop looking. Would you just get out of all the things, cat?
Transmission interrupted. Reconnecting transmission.
Alright. I started to make a sandwich that my mom wanted to talk to me about something. I was like, oh my God. She was mad at me because I did the dishes like she asked, but didn't put the food away. I'm like, I didn't know what was going on. She's like, well, I wasn't home, so it was kind of obvious, wasn't it? I'm like, sorry.
For shame.
I know. I'm a bad son. I love peanut butter and jelly. I'm sorry. Peanut butter and spread.
Spread?
Yeah, it's not actually jelly or jam. It's fruit spread. Because I bought garbage. I didn't buy like high quality.
You bought spread.
Well, I didn't know when I bought it. I thought I was buying a jar of grape jelly, but when I got it home, I turned it over and it said grape spread, and I'm like, okay.
It's fine.
I was just a little shocked. I'm like, it's a brand name too. It's not like I bought generic. I bought, God, I don't even know, but it's like Schmuckers or something. Must be Welch's. It is Welch's.
Welch's grape spread.
Seriously, I'm not joking. Here, I'll link you. I'm really not joking. I'm looking at the exact stuff.
That just sounds like, here's the stuff that wasn't good enough to be jam or jelly. That's what it sounds like,
That's
but
right.
It's probably perfectly fine. Huh.
So I don't really understand what makes that different from jelly, but it's apparently not jelly, because the jelly is like, I think the difference is like jelly can get used in other things, but the spread is very clearly like for bread. Or if you know what I'm saying, like it's made to be spreadable. I'm a little shocked by that because I didn't look at it till like after I'd had a few servings, and like I looked at it, I'm like, that doesn't even say jelly; it just says spread.
So spread
Yeah.
is merely a jam or preserve concoction that was made without sugar.
Oh,
It has no added sugars or anything.
okay. Well, then I don't feel so bad. So it's basically
Yeah.
So I bought the high quality shit and thought I bought the junk because it was like spread.
It sounds like the junk.
It does.
According to this article, though, that's it. It does not have sugar.
That's crazy.
And now we solved that mystery. Like zoinks, man. I'm already out of tea.
Wow, you drank that fast.
Well then.
Yeah. So, what, anime?
Anime!
Is everything else too depressing to talk about?
Ignore that I'm scrolling news and going, oh god.
I'm giving myself an exemption to ethics for this. The thing I loved, I have to say this just because it amused me, because I was an environmental science major in school. The study that Trump cited in his argument for pulling us out of the Paris Accords is they actually interviewed the guy who wrote it, who's actually a professor at MIT. He was crying. He's like, he doesn't understand. He's too stupid. Yes, it only.
That is so sad.
Like he goes. Yes, it only removes like half a degree, but that's before the addition of like these other 5 things that we could do, which together will bring the temperature down like an additional 2.5 degrees. Yes, the temperature will still rise, but it'll be like 3 degrees instead of like 7.
Yeah, because isn't just a few degrees still worth it?
Yeah, well, I think about it on a
because it matters quite a bit.
Yeah, it's not a big deal like locally, but on a like a environmental or not environmental, like a regional continental scale, that's a lot. Like whole ecosystems shift when you change the temperature a couple degrees.
I was still talking about pseudo news related crap, watching the live benefit concert from Manchester earlier, and kudos to everybody who worked on that. Because ignoring ticket sales, they got roughly 206 million in donations. I'm not sure how much of that is actually going to go to benefit anyone, because it depends on how the charity was structured, but still, good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, anime.
Yeah, so I watched a lot of anime this weekend. Like, not a lot, but I watched a decent amount.
You want to talk the classic or the goober? Both kind of have goobers.
I also just finished, right before you called me, I finished FLCL again. So I got the Blu-ray edition, and that was interesting. That's really held up over the years.
FLCL is always good. It's far easier to follow than people say it is. Isn't.
Yeah, they make it sound like it's this crazy but like goofy show. It's really just a coming of age story with aliens.
Yeah, it's got weird shit going on, but you still follow what's going on. But do you want to talk My Love Story or Golden Boy first?
I'm sorry, I got a message. When you were talking, and my brain went.
That's alright. One has a lot of tits and boob, and the other has a butt tree.
The butt tree. It's a man's butt. Definitely a man's butt. After all these years, I can say with impunity, it's a man's butt. the guy they got to voice Takio is fucking ridiculous, by the way. He's so good. I know him from something, but I can't think of what.
I don't know, because I didn't watch the dub.
I'll look it up. Give me 1 second.
You little shit.
That cat is dynamite. Andrew Love is his English voice actor.
Andrew Love.
He's not on Wikipedia, so he must be on ANN. Yep, he is. Anime News Network, Andrew Love. Okay, he's brave. Favorite voice actor, you follow his footsteps, Clancy Brown. Not a shot. Clancy Brown, who's best known as Biff from Back to the Future. Or my personal favorite role, Mr. Krabs! Sorry, that was a really bad impression. Okay, let's see what he was. What has he done? He's been incidental. Major roles are in dark colors, so he's been Fujimaki from Angel Beats, which I have no idea who that is. He was Hades in the Sentai dub of the Appleseed movie. Yeah, I've seen Appleseed, but I don't know who that character is. I haven't seen Platoon. He's Nikolai Albator in Chaka and the Coffin Princess. No idea. He is a major character in Chivalry of a Failed Knight, which is coming out this month. I don't know who that is. Oh, he's Akio Furukawa in Clannad. Isn't that the main character?
Joe, I have no idea.
Yes, it is. He plays the main character in Clannad. Wow. That's a big role. That one. I don't know that one very well. Incidental roles. He's Jerzo.
Coming out very weirdly.
I don't know what's going on. Is my gain set too low? I don't know. Hang on. Oh, I'm not used to you being in the actual thing. Oh, that's okay. I'm on the settings. Video. Let me try this. Did that fix it?
Yes.
For some reason, this thing keeps defaulting to my stupid webcam microphone.
That explains a lot.
I'm probably going to sound a lot better like 10 minutes in kind of thing.
Yeah. Like, why is he so...
You should have said something. I
gravelly.
would have been like, damn, I'll fix that right now. He's been in a lot of things, but nothing that I can, like...
Not shit we've seen.
He's Soichiro Takagi in High School of the Dead, which has probably no meaning. Incidental character, is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon? He must be fairly new because there's not a lot of old shows. I haven't seen that one. He's not Sugu in Log Horizon, which made some I don't know. I'm like reading through these, like he's in a lot of like recent shows, but nothing that screams like something you probably would have seen. He was
I haven't seen it dubbed.
He was a whole bunch of incidental characters in Monthly Girls Noisy-kun, but nobody important. He was Koizu in Nyankoi. That's hilarious. I think that's the main character. He's the alien captain in Pony Pony Dash. Wow, that's a fucking blast from the past. He's a main character in Parasite, which I haven't seen. He's a main character in Pygmadrum. I haven't seen it yet. One of the main characters in Fibrain. I haven't seen it, but I own it. Holy shit. Hamtaro. Yusojiro Hiko in Rurouni Kenshin Nukiero arc. You've probably not seen this. That doesn't matter. He was in Shining Hearts. He's in Starship Troopers Invasion, apparently. Goddamn. He's in a lot of shit, but nothing, like, honestly, not anything I think you've probably seen. Yeah, wow. I mean, it's all stuff. He's been in a whole bunch of things I've seen, but not any characters I could be like, this guy from this show. It's like, who played his friend? Because that guy seemed really familiar too. But entry level star is Takio Goda. He must have My Love Story. That's what it seems like. There we go. Okay, English staff. Let's go. Sorry, the show was really good. It was like oddly endearing in a really weird way. Mostly
it's probably totally true, but I've been distracted by.
Oh wow, Tia Ballard is Rinko. That's a shock.
Okay.
I did not catch that. Who played Marcy Banner as Yuriko, his mom? I was like, who played his mother? Because she had a great voice. I was looking at the voice actors.
Oh. I was scrolling the news, and apparently there is a Sailor Moon blush compact for sale now.
Oh
and
boy.
It's my favorite compact. It's the one from S.
Yeah.
I don't even wear blush, and I want it.
You're a hoot.
It's only 4,104 yen. It's like
$40. I always forget how expensive makeup is. It's like, goddamn.
The thing is, I would never use it either. I just want it.
Yeah. This one is a thing that you can have.
Give me thing.
Give me the
I can
thing.
has.
I can has, yes.
To be fair, if it wasn't Sailor Moon, I would not spend $40 on blush. Not just because I don't wear blush, but in general.
Dude, some of the ladies at my work, I hear what they've spent on their makeup kits. I'm just like, you're a better person than I am. Holy shit.
Some is bullshit pricing. Others is you're going to be using this single item, for a long time. That's why it's expensive.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of it for what you're doing with it.
Especially if you're buying, like, a kit with multiple colors or something. Like, I have palettes. Makeup's only good for so long, but still, if you keep it...
Yeah, in conditions.
Good conditions, and you wash your brushes, which most of us ladies forget to do, you're going to be able to keep it around for 2, maybe 4 years, depending on what it is and how often you actually wear that kind of makeup.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's expensive. Other times it's bullshit marketing, or it's supposedly very high quality.
Ooh.
As a lady who buys makeup, I think the most expensive makeup I've ever bought was $15.
Yeah, one of the girls described her complete makeup kit, or you want to call it, like, the entire collection at a couple grand. They're just like, wow, congratulations, I am impressed. And then they, of course, followed that up with the line about that there's always that infographic where it's like, too much makeup, natural makeup, no makeup, but I remove my human skin.
All the makeup I own, I should probably wear it more often. But I don't go outside, so.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go back to anime and not makeup, which has socialized depression related stuff to it.
Yeah, sorry. So, really hilarious to have...
Bitches.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
No.
But you want to talk about it more. Let's talk more about makeup, since you seem to be interested.
I just said you gotta look pretty, bitches.
Pretty much. Nobody likes an ugly hag, right?
Right.
You look sick. Somebody forgot to put their makeup on this morning. That's what I always hear from women. Like, when they forget their makeup, it's just like, you look sick. Now, this is what people look like without fucking concealer, dipshit.
This is what flesh is.
What now?
This is what flesh is.
Yes, it's a gallo thing. And also tallow, depending on your stage of life. Anyway,
dorky anime.
Yes. I enjoyed where it went, because I wasn't really sure what I was getting into with, like, the giant gonk main character. I'm like, this is either gonna be fucking amazing or a fucking train wreck. I don't know which.
It's kind of both.
They're so good for each other, it's disgusting.
They're both so sweet and innocent.
Yeah.
Like, cavity-inducing sweet and innocent.
Yeah, as I said halfway through, it's so sweet, I've developed diabetes.
And then there's his Bishi best friend, who probably is asexual.
What now?
His Bishi best friend, who everyone falls in love with,
and
he could care so little.
Yeah, dude, he's like he's completely apathetic. He just doesn't give a shit.
He's like, that's nice.
I honestly thought he was gonna hook up with that cute girl with the glasses, and I was just like, I don't really like you. It's just like, wow.
Mm-hmm. I like that he stayed stoically stinging. Well, not stoically. He's not like doing it out of pride or anything.
Yeah.
He just doesn't care.
Yeah.
He cares about his friend's relationship because he sees that it makes them happy.
Yeah.
But he has no desire for one of his own.
He's the kind of guy that, like, really got the feeling that if Takio hadn't stood up to the dude at the end of the show, like, he would have, like, secretly walked off and murdered the guy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like he told Takio, he's like, you gotta stand up for yourself. It's like, well, you know, just because he'd been like, yeah, I don't really want to start a fight with this guy because I'm, you know, so much bigger and shit. He would just been like, yeah, all right, I'll be right back in 10 minutes. Just fucking hung the guy with, like, a fucking cake ladle or some shit.
With a cake ladle?
I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, some specialized tool. He was just, like, taking a tool, and the guy's like, oh, yeah, he, took his own life. He couldn't handle making cakes anymore. Rolled a suicide.
Yeah, he attacked himself with a melon baller?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like some random tool just like, hey, he just scooped out his own guts with a ladle. Really weird. A pretty epic death, honestly.
I did like that Bishi Boy's older sister, though, kinda had a crush on her lead.
Yeah, she liked him.
Like, she was just waiting for him to become an adult.
Yeah.
But, oh no, here comes this romance. Fuck.
She just never figured he would be in a romance. Like, that was her shock when she came back to town, and she's like, well, how's Takio? He's like, he's got a girlfriend. He what? A girlfriend? When? How? Where? Who is she? I must meet her. And she's like, it cuts to the next day, and she's like hiding in the bushes in the park, waiting to see. Like she's like looking at 3 or 4 different girls, like a gothic Lolita, like a Gyaru girl or whatever, and then there's Rinko right in the middle, and she's like, the cute girl the man could never be his girlfriend. She's like, oh hi Takio, and she's like, well I'll be a monkey's uncle.
So cute, so adorable, so recommend.
She so went right through his fucking stomach too. It was so great. Like,
yep.
It's like, here, have cake. He's like, I love cake.
Have cake,
good.
Cookies, have my failed stuff that you fucking love because you're a goddamn saint.
Yes. It was so, and she liked his cookies too.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I made cookies that were basically rice crackers, and the dude's just like, the hell, you can't call those cookies? And then she just like starts screaming about how good they were, just like he was. I'm just like, wow, just fucking get it over with already.
Oh, I wish there was more of it.
I think there'll be a second season.
Oh, I hope so someday. Someday.
Over the rainbow. Yeah,
A rainbow filled with cookies.
God. My headphones keep cutting out at the worst time. Just like, God damn it!
Sorry.
Don't be. I've had them on for a couple hours. So the batteries are probably half gone already. Everybody
Oh no. Cupcake won't be able to hear me.
No, they're still working.
The tragedy.
I'll fuck you, asshole! God damn! Look, I got a pair of wired ones down next to me. I just haven't switched over.
Oh, I missed wireless headphones.
Yeah, no.
But these are so good and not expensive. So the not expensive part being the main component.
Yeah, exactly. That's like, yeah, the show was just really great. It was very, like, honest and truthful, and that's not the same word, but you know what I mean? Like, it was like the dude doesn't pull any, like, none of the main characters pull any punches. They're very honest people. They say what they're feeling.
And the relationships between everyone feel very real.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And not, normal anime dramatic relationships.
Well, it's really funny in that the drama is really easily solved by the fact that both people in the relationship, like his friend is very, like, rational, so he's always fine. Like, no matter what happens, he sorts it out. But, like, the two main characters are, like, they have an issue, and one of them feels really bad about it, and they express their feelings. The other person goes, "Oh, it's all right. It's fine. Like, it's okay." It's not like, "Oh, fuck you. How could you feel these things?" Like, there's a thing.
Or, "Oh no, I'll obsess about this one thing, and we won't talk about it until it explodes between us both," even though it was something very simple.
It was like he didn't tell her that the pastry chef was, like, fucking wanting to bone her, and, like, at the very end, the guy, like, he, like, lets the guy confess his love to her, and she's just like, "You're a nice person, and I like you, but you couldn't capture my heart like he has." And the dude's just like, "Fine. Okay." Like, and there's a little thought bubble pops up. He's like, "I'm still better for you than he is, but I'll accept defeat today." It's like, wow, you dick. Why don't you just accept that she doesn't like you like that? Fuck.
Because then he wouldn't be an asshole. You gotta have your asshole.
What's, like, really creepy is the dude's 21 and she's, like, 15. It's like, that's so fucking squicky. That does not scream fucking taking advantage / predatory behavior. Look, she can be your muse and not be your girlfriend, dipshit.
Your muse really shouldn't be a loved one.
I did enjoy that he did name the winning dessert after her, which was endearing but also kind of creepy given her age. That might be more social than actual reality. I was just like, that dude's got issues. Those are going to come back to bite us in the ass later. He doesn't accept defeat. Because he's a winner, and he's always been a winner. You can read that in his character traits. Like, this is a dude who never loses. He doesn't take loss well. Whereas Takeo never loses because he's a fucking bear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bear is a good term for it. He's tall as fuck, strong as fuck.
When he punches the groper in the first episode and the guy's face explodes.
Yeah.
And the cop's just just fucking sterns glare at him, and he knows he's in trouble, but he's just like, sorry, just tick me off. It's like, fuck, nobody could ever tick you off. You just imploded that dude's face with one shot. Like, literally, the guy starts to mouth off, and he just cocks him once in the fucking teeth, and the dude literally spits out about 3 or 4 teeth, and then hits the wall spinning. Like, that was not a fight that dude should have picked. Like, very clearly, should have been trying to de-escalate the situation, not pick a fight with a guy twice his size and twice as strong. They really like to play on that fact that he's a big dude that can kick ass. Like, he's not one, like, he keeps talking about how there's always stronger opponents and shit, but there's not a lot of, like, his buddy says, like, they're name 5 people stronger than you that you regularly come in contact with. And he's like, like, you're 15 years old and you're, like, twice the size of most adult men. You're 15 years old and that big. You still have growing left to do. You're going to be a fucking giant. He's not shown to be that big as a kid like they showed, like, when he was 10 with his buddy.
He's still very broad, but not big.
Yeah, like, he shot up. Because, like, they show him, like, beginning of junior high, and he's, like, a little taller and a whole lot wider than his buddy. They get to the end of middle school, he's fucking, like, 1.5 feet taller than his best friend. And they're, like, the show takes place in their first year of high school. So, like, he's gonna be a big dude. Like, not just kind of big, like, big show, fucking Andre the Giant, like, massive wrestler big. Not to mention he's a fucking judo champion. I think it was judo.
I'm pretty sure it was judo.
Yeah, with all the throwing and shit, I think it was either judo or aikido. That was, like, he meets the one guy in the finals who's as big as he is and just fucking flips the dude. The guy's like, how is this possible? You can't be this big and this fast. And it turns out he's both. That's, like, the other crazy thing. Like, he's huge. He's super fast. Like superhuman fast. The dude is, like, literally the Ubermensch. He's staring. Uh-oh.
Oh, no, I'm reading to see if it was judo.
Oh. I think it was, or maybe it was karate.
It might have been just straight up karate. It's karate in the live action version.
Holy fuck, there's a live action version?
There's a live action movie.
Oh, a movie, okay, that's... I was like, they made a live action? Holy shit.
Yeah, here's the trailer. Oops. No, stop doing that.
Oh, maybe they did already adapt it all, because it's already ended.
No.
I really liked how they did the kissing scene with them, too, when they finally decided they were going to kiss. It was like, that went way better than I thought it was going to go.
Did you think he was going to accidentally crush her face?
No, I just, like, there's the scene at the beginning where he kisses his buddy through the shrink wrap or whatever, or the plastic wrap. The dude's, like, mortified for life. I'm going, this is either going to be amazing or he's going to just, like, his sucker head. I know, I'm terrible.
That would be horrible.
Like, this could very quickly turn into a horror anime if we ain't careful. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. It was one of my favorites. I still think so far this year, Haimoto Amura-chan is still holding first place for me, but this is a solid second. There's just something about her being a shit to her brother, going, "Brother, I'm sorry. Sorry you didn't bring me any potato chips." It's like, oh god. And where's my cola? I demand cola, brother. You didn't bring me cola. It's like, oh god.
That was pretty good too.
I like it. Having watched a little bit of it Japanese. The English to me is the superior product.
What was I gonna say? I already forgot.
I don't know. Probably things, stuff.
Words and things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Golden Boy.
I really like that a lot. It was really good.
Yeah, that's a bit of a classic, though.
Yeah. My friends have talked about it for years, but somehow I never managed to get a copy until now. I bought it in one of one of the licensor sales that Right Stuff has. I got a whole bunch of new stuff. Actually, I should grab a pile.
Grab the pile.
I was kind of excited about Code Geass. I have it's like the super special limited edition. I got it for $20. I'm not gonna watch it anytime soon, but it's cool that I got it. Because I watched this 6 months ago, I think. He laughs at me. Have you ever seen this one?
Ghost Stories.
They supposedly gave it a really stupid dub because the licensor absolutely hated the show. It didn't sell at all in Japan, so they're just do whatever the fuck you want with it. So they wrote this just batshit crazy MST3K dub for it. It was $20. I was like, I'll give it a try. Of course, because I'm a fucking neophyte.
Oh, Cowboy Bebop, of course.
The Blu-ray special edition, because I'm a dork. That's like, sure, because I finally opened up the boxes. You might actually...
Magic Day Rares! Yeah!
This is, I guess, considered, the superior version of all of, the 3 or 4 versions they've done. This is actually the whole thing, too.
Well, doesn't it have, the good version? I know there's, a super cut-up, weird version.
Yeah, this is not cut.
Yeah.
With the original, what they called the roulette endings intact. Which I have no idea what that means, but I was asking about which version was the one to buy, and somebody told me, they're like, yeah, you should definitely get the new version from Discotheque. So that was pretty cool. I'll watch this at some point, but this is super long, so I'm not, in a hurry to get myself, drowning in anime. I am, but you get what I mean.
I don't remember what I watched that on, but I vaguely remember the shitty version.
Yeah, I've been told that there's one of the versions that they produced was really bad.
Mm-hmm. I also remember my poorly subbed version I had.
Yeah, the bad English version.
Yeah.
God.
It was like, oh, English was not your first language when you made these subs.
I finally got a copy of Grenadier, or Grenadier, however you want to look at that. Enjoy the tits? Look at the giant tits, man. Those things are as big as her head. God damn.
They're as big as his head.
Yes, they are. It's basically...
his head might as well be her third tit.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. And then, wait, is that everything? I think that's everything. Yeah, because I got Golden Boy, but that's up there and I watched it. I got one more thing coming beyond what I've got in my hand, but I've otherwise... That should be all my new stuff. I think? Yeah, I think that's everything. And then I got this, which I don't think anyone's ever even heard of.
All I can read is Orgus. I can't read
Super Dimensional Century Orgus. It's from the same people who made Megazone 23 and Star Blazers. I have no idea. I imagine this is probably fucking terrible, but...
Like, yeah, it's not ringing...
This is old. I mean, this is really fucking old. I don't even know if it's got an original copyright. So, to put it in perspective, it's got all 35 episodes in Japanese, subtitled in English, and the English dub for episodes 1 through 17. I never finished dubbing it. So I'll probably watch the first half dubbed and then watch the second half undubbed, I guess. Unless the dub is atrocious, which is not impossible.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be. Especially if they didn't bother to finish it.
But I've been meaning to buy this because it just looks fucking hilarious. So that's cool. Oh, no, I should have more stuff. Let me look around. I thought I had more. And you've heard of Silent Mobius. So
Yeah.
I got that. Black Lagoon. There's not much to say. It's Black Lagoon. It's good.
Yeah.
Lots of fucking. And the word fuck in use. We got... I don't even know what to think of this one, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be terrible, but Rio Rainbow Gate.
I'm sorry, I'm busy looking at boobs on it. Turn it back around. Boobs. Okay. It does not... The animation style looks familiar, but it's not like ticking any bells.
Yeah, no, this is not well known in my opinion. Here's what makes me nervous. You notice how there's a barcode sticker?
Yeah.
Over the top of it? I don't know what that's about. Like, it makes
There's
me...
so many boobs on the back of it, too.
So here's the deal with these. I've got one more of these coming. So, of course, I've got the Loveless Vocal Collection, which you may go, what the fuck does that even mean? There's a story behind these. I have one more of these coming that hasn't arrived yet. It was the last thing to ship. Anime Works has been basically on the edge of bankruptcy for like 5-10 years. And so they put a bunch of stuff out that they didn't dub. They didn't have the money to pay voice actors. So they did a whole bunch of sub-releases. I actually have the sub-release of this. I never got the sub-release of this. I didn't even know it existed. But there's a sub-only release of this. And to prove I'm not a liar...
Which is not a question that came up, but okay. Oh, hey, Loveless. All three of it.
Yeah, like, this show isn't even good. I just bought it because it was like $10. I'm actually just really interested to see it dubbed because it's such like, it's almost yaoi, almost like almost there, scantily clad men rubbing each other, but like
it's your safe yaoi.
Apparently, it's like when I watched.
Although I think it still has yaoi hands.
Yeah, he's got giant hands.
Yeah, and it does have the classic tall, short dynamic
of
yaoi.
Older guy making out with younger guy.
Which is essentially just heteronormifying it.
Mm-hmm.
The tiny guy might as well just be a chick.
Yeah, pretty much.
But oh, it's scandalous because he's a boy.
And then because I'm a dirty, dirty pervert. Ladies versus butlers.
That's not how you wear a swim top.
Of course it is, in Japan!
There better be tape on that.
That's what she normally looks like.
Not really focusing.
Come on. Is it being stupid?
Yeah. There it goes.
God damn it. I pull away and it's like, oh yeah, sure.
Oh, I see. Okay. They got kind of hostessy outfit.
So this one was another one of them. I'm sorry, there were 4. This was the other one. I bought all the ones that got a dub. And this one only got a dub in the Blu-ray version. There's no dubbed DVD version of this. Heavenly school life surrounded by preppy girls and cute maids. All 12 episodes with new English dub. And considering the blonde girl's gotta be rich because those fucking, what do you call?
Got the curls.
Yeah, they're gigantic though.
The giant ringlets.
Yes.
That real hair does not make.
Sure it does.
Not without help.
And that help is called hair conditioner.
No, it's called hair extensions.
And I'm excited because I managed to get
fitness to do those. You're cutting it off a bit.
This one's hard because it's a big box. There we go.
Heaven's Lost Property.
Season 2, and because I'm a whore, I have the movie.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that one.
This one is fucking goofy as shit.
Couple back. Is that the one where he wished
everyone was dead, or he wished he was king of the world, so everyone was killed? Basically, erased.
Because they couldn't ratify him. Everybody willing.
They would never accept him as leader of the world, so basically, they just erased everybody.
He became leader of a personless world.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't think that would happen. I wish it never happened in the first place. Okay, your wish is granted, everyone is dead. Like, shit. Or no, I'm sorry, he spent the day wandering around, like, feeling bad about himself, and then, he wished she would just leave him alone, so she shot herself in the head. Like, she just, like, manifested a pistol and blew her brains out, and it's like, wow, that was really dark. And then he's laying there crying. He's like, I wish this had never happened. You just hear her in the distance go, wish granted. And, like, he wakes up and he's like, oh my god, what the hell? She's like, we made it a dream instead. I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, you're right. He said, I wish this was all just a bad dream. Wish granted. Like, the show never gets that dark again, but for, like, one shining moment, it's just like, yes. Welcome to the true abyss of pain and suffering.
I'm trying to give attention to a cat so he'll shut up.
The cat will never shut up. Are you kidding me?
Come here, cat.
Oh, and for whatever reason... Oh, you might find this interesting. Let me grab that quick.
Sailor Moon R?
It got redubbed.
Is it the new dub?
Yes.
People?
I'm serious. I'm pretty sure.
Does that mean the shitty movie will eventually be redubbed?
Yeah, they're all gonna get redubbed. I think?
I would imagine so. I mean, they're never talked about in the show, but that doesn't matter. Well, does that mean... I wonder if they're gonna do the specials.
I don't know.
The last one never did the specials. Some of those are...
I have the first 3 seasons. Gesundheit. I'll have a look. They might be on the second half. Which I haven't got yet, I'm sorry.
Well, a lot of the specials I'm thinking of don't occur until Super S and Stars.
When did I get the Girls and Panzer movie? Jesus.
I don't know, you just kind of accumulate anime.
Shut up!
Sometimes I wonder if you actually buy it and it does not just appear in, dark boxes with religious symbolism on them.
That's religious symbolism? That's not nice. I didn't make any dark deals with the devil for this shit. This was an agreement between me and the Almighty himself. if he keeps giving me anime, I promise not to bring a bomb to the fucking apocalypse. I gotta look.
My purse.
What I'm really curious about is, weren't there a couple episodes from each season that didn't actually even get released on the uncut boxes I have, because like they didn't see any reason to like there's like a beach episode in season 1, and you remember what I'm talking about, or do I just sound like a crazy person?
I don't remember. Oh no, there is a beach episode in season 1. Rei and Ami and Usagi go to the beach. And they stay in a spooky house.
Yeah. They meet like the monster dudes.
Yeah. I hope it's in there. It's a funny one.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for season 3 part 2 to come out, then I'm gonna probably drop the money and get the other halves of all the seasons, so then I'll have the first 3 seasons again. I still don't have Super S. I know, I failed. Shut up.
Well, have they finished doing that yet?
No, they haven't. Super S I think, is scheduled for the end or the beginning of fall, like September, October, because late this month is part 2 of season 3. I have parts 1 of all 3. When you're a horrible, horrible whore.
He's showing me the boxes.
Yes.
Of Sailor Moon.
And just because it uses me. Oh yeah, kill the kill. Whack, whack, whack. Alright, I'll shut it now. I've actually been watching that a little here and there just because, like, you and I watched it once, and then I watched parts of it dubbed with Raid, and now I own the boxes, so I was like, I should probably rewatch it so I could say I actually watched what I bought. I didn't just put it on the wall. It holds up really well. Like, even in English. Like, I particularly enjoyed... I'm only in the 2nd volume, so, like, I got to the beginning of the fight with the Big Four, but I haven't reached the point where she's fighting Satsuki yet. That's I think in volume 3. Like, the first time she fights her before, like, she goes off to train or whatever, and Satsuki goes off to, like, take over the rest of, like, Japan.
Yeah. Because that's her super secret plan.
Take over Japan, unify all the schools against her mother. I mean, what?
Yep. It only makes perfect sense once, it's
you realize that she hates her
viewer.
mother with a burning passion as bright as a million suns going through her nova.
Yes.
That feeling when
picking up my cup.
Yeah. That feeling when you realize that you and the bitch you hate are on the same side together. Also the face when they realize that she's not the one that killed her mother. It's the crazy psycho bitch that's, like, way too happy about everything.
Mm-hmm.
You've cut me! This gives me joy. Truly a real fight to have. Wait, what? You just stabbed her! What the shit? She laughs maniacally as she pulls the scissors out of her. It's like, oh, we're fucked.
Super fucked.
Anybody who laughs about being stabbed, yeah, you're fucked. You're not just kind of fucked, you're mega ultimate fucked.
I have run out of news to look at.
And then I rewatched FLCL, which is really weird seeing it in 4x3 because that's what it was shot in. Like, it's one of those shows that's literally so old that it was never produced in. It's new enough that putting it on Blu-ray makes sense, but still so old that there's not a 16:9 master of it. It's all 4x3.
Yeah, it was produced to be 4x3, therefore it's 4x3.
Yeah. I'm really gonna laugh when they start, like, remastering some of the shit from, like, the mid 2000s. Like, I want the Blu-rays of Oh My Goddess. Like, that shit's gonna be hilarious. I don't think that show has aged as well as they hope it has.
I kind of doubt it has. Like, I feel the heart of what we love about it will, of course, be there because We love the show for that. But as an anime in and of itself, it's probably going to be very cliche. And I don't remember how long it is, but it might be a bit tiresome after a while.
Two seasons. Well, okay. Technically, it's an OVA, a movie, a spin-off, then the TV show season 1, TV show season 2, and I think there was a special that never got brought over here.
How dare they? It's just so rude.
They're getting better about that, but for a long time that was a serious thing where they just wouldn't license like whatever came out like later. Like that was the shocking thing about like Amuro-chan. It was like Amuro-chan, like the shorts got licensed as well, and they're like extras on the last Blu-ray and last DVD too. But like, I actually liked the shorts where it's like the little clan of the 4 girls, her 3 classmates, and her basically just having adventures. It's like, dude, I would pay money to see season 2 of just them like hanging out, doing shit together.
Well, you love that kind of shit.
I know, I'm terrible about that, but I really enjoy that's what it really was already. But it was a lot of like interactions between her and her brother, basically like them. It's never really clear what's going on with her parents because they're alive because you see her brother
They're just
on the phone.
Yeah, they're just elsewhere.
I think they're traveling is the story.
And usually, if they're not dead, either it's work, traveling, or they've moved because of the school.
It's really interesting too because she comes to Tokyo and lives with her brother because the school that like the very like exclusive high-end school she's going to, all girls might I add. There are no boys in that because like at first I was like, it's really weird. There's no boys. It's like at some point they mentioned it's an all-girls school and it's like the all-girls school to go to if you're a new rich princess. Which it turns out she is. Like their parents are like incredibly wealthy, like not kind of wealthy, like oh fuck you, but like he like the whole reason why he doesn't have to worry, like you hear him like whine about money, but he doesn't actually have to worry because literally you find like at some point it's casually mentioned that their parents are funneling money into his bank account.
Yeah,
like to feed her all her snacks and shit.
Essentially, it's more that he hates more how much she spends, less that the fact that it's being spent, because the money exists.
Yeah.
Money exists, but she's being, spoiled shit.
She's like literally a spoiled brat, and he's not doing a lot to stop it himself, because he realizes it's basically a fruitless battle.
Yeah.
She gets what she wants because she's cute.
Yeah. She knows how to pit her cuteness against you.
Mm.
She also knows how to live 2 completely different lives.
Yeah, oh no, she's a class act. It's kind of amazing to watch her work.
Mm-hmm. So completely different that some characters think that her real at-home persona is a completely different person.
One thinks the little version of her is her little sister.
Yeah.
One doesn't know that she has. One of them like doesn't think she has. Like doesn't know about the
other side,
the regular version of her.
Yeah.
And one knows but doesn't care. I think that's how it works out. Oh no! And then there's the Uvo, like the super rich blue haired girl who only knows her as the arcade fighter version of her.
Yeah, where they talk in their they refer to each other by their 3 initialism.
Yeah.
Because she wears a hat and slightly baggy clothes, she's a different person.
Oh, and a blue mask. Don't forget the blue mask.
Oh yes, the blue mask.
Yeah.
Nobody else questions why she's running around in it.
Nope. But her brother just like accepts that this is how she's going to be.
Yeah, this is her life. She's gonna be a bunch of different fucking people.
Yeah.
Because she apparently at least cares what people think of her.
Yeah.
She's just also unwilling to not be that version of her.
She totally accepts the fact that she's a complete pain in the ass and a massive weeb, but like, also doesn't, like, she realizes that won't do her any favors, like, at her, like, very exclusive school, so she has this whole, like, this is her, like, what she should be, not what she wants to be.
The perfect princess.
Oh, yeah.
Gets the good grades, looks real shiny and pretty, everybody loves.
What's so funny, too, is, like, at first you kind of think, like, her brother doesn't... I'm sorry to go back to this, but I just, like, that show really stuck with me. I mean, it was, like,
That's another good show.
Like, looking back on it, it's kind of amazing, because her brother, like, when you first start watching it, you think her brother really, like, doesn't want her around. You get this, like, without knowing more about their background, you get this feeling, like, he's kind of annoyed by her, but it's really... He is annoyed by her, but he like, likes having her around, too. Like, he just wants her to be more of a culmination of both of her sides and less one or the other.
Less of a little shit.
Yeah. She's spoiled. She's a rich girl that never has to want for anything. Like, they don't bring that up, but it's casually mentioned a couple times that, like, they're not actually hurting for money. Like, the fact that he lives in this little apartment isn't because they don't have the money, it's that he, like, doesn't want to rely on their parents.
Mm-hmm. He's learned to be self-sufficient and kind of feels that maybe she should at least, maybe not financially, but of herself, learn to cook, clean.
Yeah.
Not whine at the drop of a hat over anything.
Well, the best part is she's totally capable of it. Like, there's no joke that she's totally got the ability. She just chooses not to use them. Like, there's this one, like the second or third episode where her friend from downstairs comes to visit, and he comes home from work, and the apartment is, like, completely spick and span, like, perfectly, everything's perfectly in place. He's like, you cleaned. What? Like there's the monologue. It's like, you cleaned up? When did you... He's like, and he catches on to the fact that, like, she doesn't want anybody to see, like, her at home.
Slob her.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, dude, I have to invite her friends over more often.
Yeah, doesn't he start, especially the one that lives below them?
Yeah, she thinks, the one that lives before and below him thinks that he's in love with her, or whatever, or, like, vice versa, I can't remember. Like, they have this thing going, and it's like, that's not creepy at all. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like, nothing happens, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's like, she's kind of crushing on him, and he's just like, he just likes having her around because it forces his sister to behave. I love the line, like, the first time they go out to the mall, and she keeps trying to morph back down into her little shit self, and the friend, he calls the friend over, and she has to go back, and she's like having a fit in the grocery store, and he calls the friend over, he's like, oh, how are you doing? And she's just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And she, like, jumps behind him and, like, morphs back up. And she's like, oh, hi Ringo, how's it going? Good to see ya. She's like, I hate you so much, brother. I'm gonna get you back for this, goddammit. I want that game. You will buy me that game. Like, they're shooting daggers at each other. And then they go to the like, the little restaurant in the grocery store or whatever, and, like, he's like, yo, but, he's like, it's all on me, get whatever you want. He's just looking at his sister like, ha, 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 ha. She's like, this would be really good with cola. She, like, orders tea or some shit. She's like, I really want cola. It's like, oh my god.
Can you see my cat in the background?
Yeah, he's, like, going into one of the drawers.
He's pulling everything out of the drawer.
So we can go inside of it?
He's throwing a tantrum because I'm not doing what he wants.
Which is what, laying down?
No, he wants out of the bedroom, but this is the hour or the time of day where we lock him up in the bedroom so that the older cat can have some
semblance of peace.
Yeah. And he's emptying the drawer in a fit.
That's hilarious.
I'm trying my damnedest to ignore him.
Oh, you have my permission
I don't know
to
if you
kick
can
his ass.
hear him.
I can hear him, but you have my permission to kick his ass if you need to.
He'll just keep doing it. That's the thing.
Oh,
If I don't pay attention to him, he'll stop.
Yeah, because you realize he isn't getting what he wants.
Yeah. I did like the little kid throwing the tantrum.
But what I really enjoyed most of all about that whole interaction was, like, at the very end of the episode, you see them all walking home with, like, the groceries and shit. She's got one of those, like game store bags, like, mixed in with them, and she got what she wanted in the end. He bought her the game anyway.
She still managed to get what she wanted.
Yeah.
He made her work for it, though, at least.
Yeah. He's like, she behaved herself. She can have her game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he actively tries to dissuade her from just getting whatever the hell she wants, but she either, like, throws a fit or connives her way to getting what she needs anyway. So it's just like, the one I found really fucking hilarious is when she was trying to decide, like, what clothes to buy. Like, he sends her off with, like basically $500. He's like, go get some summer clothes. And she just goes and gets, like, a whole bunch of basic shit so she can buy, like, this super exclusive collector's edition. It's like, you little shit. There's a whole thing about him having to go with her to make sure she doesn't waste the money on something.
Mm-hmm. That's their character dynamics being played up.
So great.
I mean, as somebody who is a little sister, I can understand that. I mean, I don't think I've ever done that level of cute shaming my brother into something. But I've certainly done that. Yeah, I just have no idea what he's doing. Can't see.
Stuff and things.
As long as he doesn't pee or shit on anything, he can do whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I feel that so much. Like, our dog's pissed, he pees on something, it's like, oh, shit, I'll kick your ass.
Mm-hmm. No, they stopped. They learned to stop doing that when they were kittens. Luckily. It's just, if he goes back to it, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else coming up that I...
No, because, one we were just talking about was, like, the newest anime I've watched lately.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had that thing where I became an older lady.
What now?
I said I did that thing where I became an older lady, but that just kind of happens as time moves forward.
I see.
Our perception of it. I'm talking about my birthday, shithead.
Oh, yeah. I see you're like, I became an old lady. I'm like, you did? Since when?
Older lady.
Yeah. I thought you meant like an old lady. I'm like, I didn't know that had happened. Okay.
Oh, I'm already an old lady with my tea cozies and whatnot.
Oh, fuck, tell me about it. They all call me an old man, and I'm just like, I'm 30. I'm not old.
I'm 32. I'm over the hill for ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Because 30 is the cutoff for some reason.
Oh yeah, you're a Christmas cake.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not. But you get what I mean, like the.
Yeah.
What if you're not married? Oh, actually, I think that's 27 or something, or 26. You're 20 if you're in Japan. If you're 26 and not married, your Christmas cake. Your cake nobody wants.
Yeah.
I've never understood that other than the fact that, like, there's a massive shortage of men in Asia, like, in general. Or no, Japan, I think, because China's got the whole thing going where there's not enough. Right now there's not enough women.
Yeah.
There's way more men than there are women, so they can be picky. But Japan's got the opposite thing going for some reason.
Japan has an issue of having younger generations in general.
Well, like, they're talking about how like the youngest or the current, like, 20-year-old generation, like, isn't even, like, dating anymore. They've just stopped.
Yeah. There's too much stress to do work and have a certain type of lifestyle.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them are rebellious.
Who's got time to date?
Well, fuck, I think about all my friends that settled down, like, in their 20s. I'm like, they should feel lucky. Like, I worked my ass off, and I reached a point where it's like, I don't even, like, know how to even, like, get out there at this point. It's like, oh, well, whatever.
Yeah, I've got two friends who are both fucking pregnant right now.
What
who
now?
are well
What, you
under
do?
my age. Yeah,
Oh,
everybody around me is having babies.
That's that time.
Mm-hmm.
Late 20s, early 30s, everybody's hurrying to get as many kids born as they can before the shit hits the fan.
Yeah, one of them just turned 25.
I've never found 25, like anything over 25, I don't think is like young for kids. So usually that's post school and everything, so it's not like crazy young. We have a really weird, distorted view of it too, because like people got pregnant so much younger, like even, I guess technically like 50 years, but like there's a point even in the 1900s where people are still getting pregnant like super early. They're getting married like right after high school and shit. It's like, holy fuck.
I think it's because our perception of how long we consider humans to be children
is getting longer.
Yeah. Because even young 20-year-olds we consider to be somewhat childish.
Yeah. I just think we live in a society where you don't have to like grow up necessarily until I have plenty of people in my like or actually our age group that like I'm like they're fucking children. Jesus fuck.
Yeah. There's a mixed expectation of adulting / almost an expectation of being childish still.
Mm.
Like it's both not and expected at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Because adulting doesn't just automatically happen, and we don't really teach adulting very well anymore, which might be part of the issue.
Well, fuck. I mean, it's like there's the generation behind us or ahead of us, or even like at the younger generation, like they're having to deal with the fact, like, do they really want to go to school and suffer the debt that our generation that's dealing with and has dealt with?
Yeah.
There's a lot of them that are just like I'm not going to go to school. Fuck that shit. I'm not going to get put, 30, 40,
the younger
50.
Range of millennials are having to think more deeply about can I even comprehend all this debt? Is it worth it? Because it's not currently.
No.
Not unless you're going into a super specialized field that has a mass opening of jobs that don't have long, shitty requirements beyond the degree.
Well, the thing that's scary is, like, even then, like, there are people, like, what I would consider even 20 years ago to be good jobs. They're thinking about shit like, can I afford to go to the doctor? I'm like, that should not be happening.
Yeah. No, because that's a real fear. Not just going to the doctor, but in an emergency, can I afford an ambulance?
Yeah.
Am I too sick to just drive myself?
Yeah.
Like, would it be weird if I bled in an Uber car?
Yeah.
Because that's going to be cheaper than a fucking ambulance?
Yeah, well, it's insane. Like, people I mean, I'm of the opinion that people, if you're paying $200-$300 a month just for yourself for health insurance, like, that shit should not still be, like, $1,500. Like, that's just insane.
We were even considering those sorts of things when my mom was having her heart attack. Because it was a consideration of, should my husband just drive her there?
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Because she needed care right then and there, we called the ambulance.
Yeah, heart attack is one of the heart attack, stroke. That's
as
much as it sucks. That's an ambulance ride.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she ended up having 2 strokes as well, but she's a fully competent woman. She just can't feel her left side.
Oh, I hear you. I mean, like, they questioned an ambulance ride for my dad when he was dying. It was like, I'm like, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah. I mean, you might get lucky and be poor enough, depending on your state, county, town, that the cost will either be significantly cut for you or just wiped under the table. But not a lot of people actually have that option.
Yeah.
Because even if you don't have to pay for the ambulance, you're going to still have to pay for the ER, doctors, any testing, like what you went through just to see the
Here's a great one for you.
Urgent care person, same day care.
So remember when I went to urgent care like about a month ago, and I was like super worried about what it was going to cost.
Mm-hmm.
It was $140 altogether.
That seems pretty cheap.
It was! I was like, holy shit! You know why it was so cheap?
A lot of deductibles?
My insurer owns my my clinic.
Ah, okay.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden I got a bill. It's from, like, this is your explanation of benefits or whatever. It's like, this would, if you were out of whatever, it would have been $250 to see a doctor. But since we worked with your clinic, I'm going, you are the owner of my clinic. Like, they, like, automatically deducted it down to, like, I think it was like $100. I was just like, I'm totally okay
Sweet.
with that. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, the lab work was supposed to be like $75 total, and it ended up costing me like $40. Which I was also like, that's fair.
In a perfect world, that shouldn't cost you anything. But
Yeah.
in our current world, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was literally a $300 or $400 bill before my insurance. My insurance is like, yeah, we kind of own your clinic, so yeah, it's not going to be $400. It's going to be like $100. Which, I mean, like you said, I agree. It's still like, ow, 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 but it's like, ow, 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 not ah.
It's less of an ow, ow, ow. It's not, 1,000 or some odd plus dollars that they then hound you for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Well, it's like my dental care. I had to have a emergency, well, not emergency, but I had to have a filling replaced. I'm going, oh, $80.
Yeah. Grieve, who currently does not have any insurance, she's working on that, but has a bum tooth.
Like, it's got a cavity? Or
Half of it's missing and it has a cavity.
ooh, ow, 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 ow.
Yeah. We only recently convinced her to go to our local low-income safe clinic / free clinic place is called Peterson Clinic.
Yeah.
And they do dentistry there as well.
Okay.
Which is pretty convenient. It will not be free for her. She makes too much money, but they will significantly make it cheaper than going to see an actual dentist.
Oh, yeah, like, I'm seeing, or I saw a good dentist, because obviously I have dental insurance.
I mean, she'll go there and they'll probably pull the tooth for her.
Yeah, no, I mean, she's in a perfect world where she had insurance, that would be a cat, but
yeah. In a perfect world, she would have been seeing a dentist regularly.
yeah. I definitely feel that whole seeing a dentist every 6 months thing.
Mm-hmm. But we sadly do not live in a perfect world. We live in a world where our president is Donald Trump.
Yep. I mean, it's just shocking because, like I was like the total cost of like the filling was just like, that's really doable. Like, yeah, okay, my insurance is paying like 100 of that, but still, like, I'm on the hook for a little bit, like, less than half, which is really doable. Like, crap. And I mean, like I keep saying, like, I would pay a lot more for my dental insurance if I had a lot more coverage. Like, I'm paying, like, $10 a month. I'd gladly pay a lot more if it meant I had a much larger deductible. Not deductible, but because dental insurance is weird. It's not a deductible.
Yeah.
You get X amount and then, like, they don't pay anymore. And in my case, I think it's like $1,000. And if I was paying like $30 a month and getting like $2,500 or $3,000, I would do it just for the off chance it needed like a cap at some point.
Dental's one of those weird things that kind of got left behind.
Yeah, it needs
in
to be
our healthcare system.
Yeah, it needs to be updated hard, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, not that dental care itself isn't on the up and up.
Yeah,
especially if there's plenty of good dentists out there, and there's a bunch of dental technology nowadays. But
yeah.
From a oversight of healthcare,
yeah,
it gets left behind.
The deductibles or not deductibles, but whatever you want to call it, like the maximums need to be lifted way higher.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm saying in relation to how much you're paying, you pay like really honestly, if you have dental or vision through a employer, it's dirt fuck cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like even if you're making shit money, it's dirt cheap. Like I was working, like back in the day when I was working at Radio Shack part time, I had dental, and it was like $2 a paycheck. I mean, like that's fucking nothing. I mean, just to have, I mean, and like all the dental I've ever had, like every job has been 100% on all preventative. So like going to see them for cleaning is 100% covered. You owe nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You only owe if you have to have work done, and that's like a $50 deductible for the first work of the year, and then like I think with the stuff I have now, it's like I owe 40%. They pay 80. I owe like, or they pay 60. I pay 40. It's 80% coverage, but it ends up being like I pay 40% of whatever it costs me to have the work done. It's just like I'm so shocked. My current job doesn't offer vision. It's like, I mean, yeah, they pay way more for it than I do, but it's like, I can't believe we're not doing vision. Like, it's such a cheap thing to offer.
My only problem with vision is that there's currently a long waiting list for those with my healthcare for the person I usually go to see, so I don't know when the fuck I'm going to be able to see them. Mm-hmm. And almost no one else in town accepts it.
Yeesh.
So it's kind of a... I guess I get to wait. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're great. They'll fix your glasses and everything for you for free, but we need, like, new vision exams and shit like that.
Yeah. That cat's dynamite.
I hope he doesn't explode. I don't want to clean up cat bits.
Ew, not here. We'll wait till he's outside. Your poor mothers are just like, poof. What the hell happened to the cat? Alright, who's been feeding the cat firecrackers again? Ah, yes, he's still mad at you. I forget that those cats are adults. Like, I just remember you got them and they were like little kittens.
Oh yeah, when they were so tiny I could hold both of them in the chair at the same time, and now I can barely hold one.
Yes. Meow, meow, meow.
Meow, meow, meow. Oh, there's new kittens up at the girl's place.
What?
And there's about to be more! Because they haven't been able to neuter anyone.
There's gotta be somebody nearby that'll neuter those animals. God damn.
They're gonna go to the place we went. It's nearby with the concept of a car. It's a matter of having the time, because it's very weird. You have to drop them off and pick them up at specific times, and that does in no way work for either job.
Mm.
And they don't actually really get days off anymore, so...
What?
No, there's always something.
Oh.
Somebody calls in, or... somebody has to get a hold of them about something, and they end up having to go into work for something or other. Faith is hubby's work's usual go-to of somebody fucking didn't show up. Can you cover?
Okay.
Because, it's terrible when you're the reliable person.
Oh, tell me about it. You're looking at the guy who worked 50 plus hours for 6 weeks. That's over.
How dare you be a good worker?
Or like, how dare I be available to cover for people's fucking shit?
Mm-hmm.
Is Grief still at Walmart, or did that...
Yeah, she's a CSM now.
Okay, I thought she was a CSM already.
Yeah, she is a CSM, but she's become the go-to CSM.
Okay.
Because she dares to have a good work ethic. Which means she gets called about all the shit that they should be calling other CSMs about.
There's, like, I've noticed there's a lot of those in Walmart, so it's not actually, like, sounds like a manager position, but it's not.
It's kind of like being assisted manager without being assisted manager.
Shift lead.
Yeah, because you just control... It might depend on the Walmart, but for her, she controls the cashiers and the customer service area.
Head cashier or shift lead.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's a terrible job.
But because she controls returns, she has to talk and organize with every other manager.
Yeah, because they have to come get their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had many arguments with my equivalent at my company.
Well, it's also apparently become a very common practice to call in at least one day a week for people, especially cashiers.
Yeesh.
Because there's never enough cashiers. Because people keep calling in.
Yeah.
So there's never enough cashiers. So people keep calling in.
Because they're all overworked and underpaid kind of thing.
Yeah. Even though that they have self-checkouts now, there's still never enough cashiers.
Oh, dude, believe me, those self-checkouts are always clogged.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do my grocery shopping at Walmart, and it's like, unless you go, like, really early in the morning or really late at night, those things are fucking just packed full of people.
Yeah, because they opened a neighborhood market within, like, fucking walking distance.
Oh, boy.
It means we do a lot of our grocery shopping there. It's like, especially for that temporary time we didn't have a car, it was a blessing.
Oh, I bet.
Mm-hmm. Just load up the groceries on my walker.
Yeah. I kind of remember you talking about that, no offense. Like,
yeah.
You're like, I'm heading to the grocery store. You sent me, like, a selfie or whatever. It was, like a walker full of fucking grocery bags. It was like, God damn, Kiki. Lady on the move.
Yeah. Oh, that walker's a blessing some days.
Oh, I bet.
Although I've been walking without my cane in general a lot lately. Using the, stationary bike's been a lot of knee strength help.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So I'm not that much of a cripple.
Oh, I like laid around all weekend and I'm still like sore all over. I'm just like, I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Poor Cupcake.
I don't be until 1. I have to work close, but I'm going in at 1 and getting off at 10. I do have to be back at 9 o'clock on Tuesday, but that's whatever. It's kind of nice in a way. I'm working next weekend, so because my boss took a week off to work on his roof. Because this is the first week after the busy season, so everybody can have their vacation. I have to work like Monday through Wednesday. I get Thursday off, and I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So it's like a 4-day instead of or 5-day instead of a 6 for the weekend.
Oh, damn you.
Yeah. I feel that.
Poor Cupcake.
I didn't even do anything this week. I just like laid around and watched anime, but it still was like black.
Well, you're a hard worker.
I'm really hoping my stomach settles down. It's been bugging me all weekend. I don't know what the hell's. I'm wondering if it's because I had frickin' White Castle on Friday night. I've been kind of reeling.
Why do you do that to yourself?
Because
Is White Castle really that good?
No, not really.
Is it just easy and convenient?
Well, I went to a bar where I couldn't drink for one of our mutual friends' birthdays because it was all. It's to put it in perspective. It was downtown Minneapolis, which means nothing to you, but it's like 45 or 50-minute drive home from there, from that bar to my house. And I didn't want to have any alcohol in my system because I did not want to take a chance of getting pulled over since it's basically summertime. And there are 4 police departments, like, within 2 miles of each other in my neighborhood. So, like, there are a lot of cops around, and that includes we basically have state troopers, sheriff's department, and 3 city police departments all patrolling the same stretch of highway.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to drink with that going on either.
The state troopers do because there's a end of July the major bridge crossing opens, so they've been patrolling more often. The county sheriff's department is like literally 2 blocks from my house, so they patrol. And then my city, the city across the highway, and the city at the bottom at the river's edge all frickin' patrol. So it's like, oh Lord, I don't want to go anywhere near this stretch of highway. The number of times I've come into town on the highway and found like 4 cops sitting under the bridge, like under the overpass that comes into town, just being like waiting for people. It's like, oh shit. So yeah, on the way home, I picked up food because I was like starving, and I didn't have anything to eat there because everybody had already ordered their food. I didn't want to be like the weird guy that like comes in an hour and a half after the thing starts, and then be like, yeah, can I get some mini corn dogs? It's like, no. Also, because people were like closing out their tabs when I got there, it's like, I probably shouldn't start anything. I'm weird, I know.
Yes. How dare you think of others?
I know.
In your current situations.
I'm going like, I would be really pissed if I was a waiter or waitress and like some dude like randomly showed up right at the end of the whole deal and like, yeah, can I get like some food going? Goddamn. And I probably would have been fine in hindsight because the people who were closing out their tabs were all the adults who were going home. Because it was like, her dad's friends in their age group were all closing up, but all of my friends in that group, like in our age group, were staying. I didn't know that when I saw everybody closing out their tabs. They actually got really drunk, like kind of crazy drunk, because they brought her one of those giant punch bowls that you're supposed to share, and like. Did
she not share?
Oh no, she shared, but like 4 of them took on like a 1-gallon punch bowl full of like every type of rum you could think of.
Yeesh.
It was a fruity cocktail, but you know what I'm saying? Like it was a big punch bowl. And it was only like, I mean, there were like 12 people at the table, but there were like only 4 people actively going after it because everybody else was trying to sober up so they could go home.
Mm-hmm.
Those other 4 people were getting rides with people who were sobering up. So it was funny. I don't know if I have anything else I can think to talk about. How are you doing?
I mean, I went to the lake the other day, but there's not much to talk about that.
I saw. It looked interesting.
Lots of driftwood, lots of swimming, hot dogs, cake that I just finished earlier.
Birthday for the record.
That's about it.
It could be worse. I mean, if people wanted to celebrate.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been terrible, but it wasn't, so.
That's one way to look at it, I guess. This could have been a complete clusterfuck, but it wasn't, so that's okay.
Nah, I was mostly bored. That's the only problem.
I don't blame you.
Like, well, then I'm gonna go in the lake, at least relax, feel the nice warmth of the sun on my face and the cold water on my legs. So there was a lot of me in a green floaty tube thingy.
Just like sitting in the lake? Yeah.
Not even sitting, because they were really small. I couldn't, like, actually get in it. I couldn't get it over my tits, so it's just my arms and my head above the water.
You need, like, one of those giant inner tubes.
Mm-hmm. Dude, somebody had a giant inflatable duck.
That's amazing.
It was so fucking cute.
That's how I always feel
There was
about
a dog
camping.
on it.
Well, like, I'm so excited to go camping. I'm just like, I would be very bored. I'm definitely one of those techno neophytes. It's just like, yes, air conditioning, a soft chair, and the computer with the internets.
I always see stuff like that as, well, I'm certainly going to get a lot of reading done.
Yeah, no, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, well, you hang out with people. I'm like, I don't like talking with people for very long.
Well, they mostly talk about LARP stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
I
okay.
LARP and everything, but not to their veracity of having to talk about it, because it's usually the same stories over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like we've known each other for the past 18 years. Shut up!
Yeah. Like, I have a passing interest in sports. Like, I can talk about it, but, like, I don't know, like, who's what, why they're being traded and shit. So it's just like, okay.
Yeah. That reminds me, though, I mean, I'm supposed to go camping in July.
Oh, fun.
Yes. Or, I was told it's glamping, so I don't know if it's going to...
Glamping, so, like...
involve a tent or not.
What's glamping? Like, glorified glamping?
Glamping is in glamorous.
Oh, so
which usually means, like, not really camping.
Oh,
you
so,
have
like, you have, like, a cabin with, like, air conditioning and shit, like...
Yeah. Or a really nice, like, fucking fancy tent.
Oh.
And now there's a dog. Hi, Ringo. Probably access to showers and shit.
Yes, Ringo, yes, I agree.
Hi! Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Were you not in here? Oh, you poor baby.
As a dog, he knows great suffering in not being near you.
Oh, no, my puppy. No, my puppy.
I feel the same way about Rusty.
Hi. Yes, I see you. I see you. Oh, look at that tail go. Oh.
God, I really want a bag of Ripple chips right now.
You mean like...
Oh, you son of a bitch, don't you even dare. Bastard. Ah! Oh God, don't die.
Like these?
You bastard. Yes, those. Well, I don't like Great Value brand, but yes.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I don't like the Great Value brand, but yes.
Oh man, the Great Value brand's awesome.
Maybe the Ripples are better. The regular potato chips I have not had good luck with.
I don't get regular potato chips in general, so...
I like the Ripples a lot more than I like regular potato chips.
Mm-hmm. Feels like you're getting more to your crunch.
Yeah. And they're good with dip.
Mm-hmm.
The dip.
So much better for dip. When you dip, I dip, you dip. We dip. Whatever that song is.
Okay, then.
Is that Tootsie Roll?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't fucking know. Well, we only, let's try that sentence again. We are almost at 2 hours. So I think we have enough content.
I think for your sake we should stop now before we kill ourselves.
Thank you once again for listening to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki and Cupcake. Maybe don't bother lighting any tires on fire, but you should still arm yourself with maybe a hockey stick or cricket bat perhaps. Farewell my fellow internet beings.
So good night, Cupcake.
Good night, Kiki.
Transmission terminated.